This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now today I'm putting together my top 30 solo games of all time, and we're going to break this into 3 videos so it's not horribly long. No, we don't try to hit that 10-minute mark so we get paid more money. We can care less here at the channel. Now I do want to run down a few things that this is my top 30 games that I heard there are really great solo games out there that I haven't played, so they can't make this list if I haven't played them. It's as simple as that. But I did take a couple of considerations in here. There are some games that are co-op games that I felt were very good, but I think their strengths were co-op and the solo wasn't as strong. They may be low on this list because I don't feel their strength of the game was a solo game. So it kind of it walked that gray line. And there are some very great games on here that have some great solo modes, but their strength is really a co-op game, and they were left off or put very low on this list. I tried to build this list according to how I felt about the game itself, its solo play itself, and more how it fits its strength as a solo game. There's a lot of games on here, like I said, that are very strong and great games, but solo-wise, that isn't their strength. It's there, it's great, it makes the list, which speaks volumes, but doesn't. I wanted to talk about the honorable mentions. Spirit Island, I've only played it a couple times. I think it's very good. I haven't played it enough for it to make this list. Dungeon Alliance, which is a very good game, and I hadn't gotten a copy. I remember in St. Louis from Steven at Miniature Market. He said, hey, we got these in. Do you want one? I said, yeah. I took it to the hotel, made a video that night. Very strong game, very fun solo. One Deck Dungeon is fantastic. I think the video game is better though. It just keeps everything nice and neat. Descent, pretty much all the Descents, thanks to the app, does a great job, but its strength is a co-op game. That is the strength of the game, and that's why it was left off this list. Hero Quest, a great solo, thanks to the app and everything like that, and some of the rules, that homemade brewed rules out there, but its strength again is a co-op game, co-op one versus many. Core Space was going to make it on here, but I felt the solo was very good. I just think it's stronger PvP or you know 2-player co-op. That is the strength of the game. The solo is very good. It's was very close to making this list. I just felt there were better things out here. And finally, Star Realms. Star Realms is I love their solo mode. It's impossible. That's the part I love about it. The problem is that this was originally a 2-player game. They built in a solo mode for it. It's fantastic. So it needed to be mentioned along with Doom and Gears of War and let me see what else here. Destinies was the other one that needed to be mentioned as an honorable mention, and Seventh Continent. That game frustrated me because of having to switch out the cards and stuff. I just never really got into it, so it doesn't make this list because I haven't really played it. I had it, I got frustrated with it, and I sent it on its way. Heard it's a great game though. So let's begin our list with number 30. Number 30 is one of my favorite space games of all time, and that is Space Empires. Space Empires is a fantastic game, 4X game against a whole bunch of people. But the solo mode is original, it's smart, and it gives you that 4X feel, and there is just a sense of adventure to it, and it just does a fantastic job as a solo game, where this is one of those ones that if it was just a solo game, it would sit higher, but because its strength is co-op, it is down here at number 30. At number 29 is Unbroken. If you haven't played this game, you need to play this game. Unbroken is a lot of fun. You are busted up and you have to get out of this dungeon, and it just does a fantastic job of doing what it does. It comes in a small box. It plays fantastically. It is glorious, and definitely a game you need to check out. At number 28 is Baseball Highlights 2045. Again, this should be higher. I love the solo mode and playing solo, but it plays best in a tournament where, against another opponent, and playing in tournaments where there's only one winner, and it is just one of the best sports games out there. I really enjoy this game and really think this shines, but because its strength is a two-player game, but the solo game is great, and you could put football in there too, football highlights in there too, but it's down low at 28 because its strength is more co-op. At 27 is a game called Mini Rogue. You are trying to work your way through the dungeon. You can't go backwards. You have to continually either go forward or down to get where you have to do to get to the boss and fight him, hopefully win, and then after you've gone down a bunch of different floors, good luck, you fight the big boss. And for a game that comes in such a small box, Mini Rogue is an absolute classic. Absolute classic. At 26, I actually put One Deck Dungeon. I was going to leave that out. I wonder why I put that in the upper list there. But One Deck Dungeon is a great game. I really love the card game, but the strength of this really is in the video form of it. I really think it does a great job with the video game part of it. It's a great solo game. Trying to get the right amount of different colored dice and strength and magic and everything like that, and then fighting these things, deciding whether to fight them or not fight them and take the penalty for it, and try to save up as many potions as you can so you can get to that boss. I've gotten down all the way down to the level and so many times gotten beaten down silly by the main boss. It is a fun, great solo game, and it's a blast. And number 25 is a game that I don't think a lot of people talk about, but should. And it is from my friends over at Lock and Load, who just recently sent me a game, who I have to say, which is pretty much a very high solo game, but two-player game too. That's Point Blank V is for Victory. We'll be taking a look at that. But the game that we're talking about is Space Infantry. Let me tell you something about this. This is a game that's been around for a while. This is just something that is absolutely glorious. I absolutely love this game. I think it's fantastic. And I highly suggest you check out Space Infantry. It's something special. As you're going through and you have a time limit to get there, good luck if you can finish this. This is just a fantastic game. At number 24 is a game that you could play co-op, but I think the strength of this game is its solo mode. Being able to play by yourself and being able to control a couple of characters, it works very well, and that is Tainted Grail. I really love this game. It is beautiful. It is smart. Bit of a learning curve, but it is a great, fantastic game that works so well at what it does that it just really, really, really shines. And the miniatures are beautiful. It is a big, big game with big, big play and big, big solo play. Tainted Grail at number 24. At number 23 is our friends at Chip Theory Games. These guys are just glorious and great. And Cloud Spire is stronger as a co-op, but their solo play is so fantastic. It really sings to what Chip Theory Games is, that you could lay this thing out and you could play it solo, and it plays so smooth, so well. It's so smart that its solo game really shines, even though it is really great as a co-op, and it's not just a solo game. And that's why it's down more when it should. I really had the urge to make it higher, but to be honest with you, I'm going to leave it at 23. I think it's very strong there, and it sits very well at 23. At 22 is Legendary. And I'm talking the whole series, where it's James Bond, Aliens, Predators, Marvel, DC, or whatever they do. It is a great deck builder. It plays so well. It plays better solo than it does with others, and I think its strength is solo, and that's why it's higher on this list. This is a great game. I suggest you pick it up while it's still available. Upper Deck really did a great job with this. They continue to come out with all kinds of expansions that do all kinds of different things, and really does a great job of it. Rounding out our list at 21 for this part is Pathfinder adventure card game, the ill-fated and pretty much dead game. But playing this solo, you could play it with others, but again, I really felt that the strength of this game is playing it solo. I've played this by myself so many times and enjoyed it so much. Taken a couple of characters. It plays so well either way. I would have liked to put it higher, but because it does things on both sides, I really felt that right at 21 is a sweet spot for it. I hope they make some more of it. I really love it, but I don't think that'll ever happen again. I might be wrong, who knows. But I definitely have to say that Pathfinder adventure card game is a fantastic and wonderful experience, where you are just going through hunting and doing different types of missions, gaining and building your deck, getting it stronger with better weapons and so forth and so on, and just a masterpiece of a game. And I really highly suggest it at 21, Pathfinder adventure card game. All right, that's going to round out this bunch of games, but I'm going to tell you this much, that we have still 20 to 11 to go, and then we'll have 10 to 1, rounding out our top solo games of all time, the 2022 edition. Just in time for the holidays, in case you were a big solo player, and maybe there's some things that are on here that you were hoping for, but we'll talk more about some of the other things that I really think that should be on here, and some of the strengths that really shine there. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon. Take it easy, everybody.